Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we've got the second part in our level 3 Butcher gameplay from Kingdom Death Monster. Now the level 3 Butcher is one of the toughest guys you can fight in Kingdom Death Monster. As I showed you in the last video, in the setup video, he has an ability called Invincible, where basically 30% of the time the wounds you deal against him don't count. And then on top of that, he pulls 3 AI cards every turn, which one AI card is bad enough. 3 of them is absolutely insane. So we're gonna get down to the table and hopefully be able to pull off a 1 against this guy. Again, as I mentioned in the last video, I have a number of weapons that if he kills me, those weapons go away, 2 specifically. And those weapons are very powerful, and I'm counting on them to help me get past the Watcher and the Gold Smoke Knight. Before we get down the table, I do want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Code. This is a great website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection over there with great prices where you can purchase games from them. You can also sell games to them, and they have, again, a great value system, and they are very transparent about how all that works. And that leads into the trade system, where that value system lets you know ahead of time exactly what you're going to get for your trade, so that there's no confusion, no guesswork there. They will link into your Board Game Geek account and build a list of what they have for a trade that you want, what you have for trade that they want, based off of what you have listed on Board Game Geek. So be sure to go over to Board Game Co. There's a link in the description below so they know I sent you. Board Game Co. is a great way to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to be talking about a giveaway coming up. It'll be the next video I put out, actually, and it is a giveaway for a wooden Kingdom Death Monster gear grid, 2 of them actually, and I'll have a link as well for where you can purchase additional gear grids. These are really cool grids that only reason I don't use them is because I play mainly solo, and therefore I use the Kingdom Death Monster Scribe app because it really streamlines the process of playing the game solo. Okay, let's get down to the table and I'll show you Kingdom Death Monster Level 3 Butcher. All right, so we're gonna start with Katniss down here. Now, the first thing she's gonna do is try to harvest this acanthus. So 9, and actually, and she gets plus. Oh wait, no, that's right. If it had a sickle, which she normally does carry, she would roll 2d10s, but she doesn't have that. But she does have the Screaming Bracer, so really that's an 11 because it adds plus 2. But it doesn't matter. 8 plus, get 1 fresh acanthus strange resource. So here you can see archive this to fully heal 1 hit location, including injury levels and armor points. And this gets archived. And then I think we're going to go ahead and use the Cat Eye Circlet, which will let her look at the first 3 wound locations. So we've got the Furious Shoulder coming up, has a reflex, the Furious Greaves reflex, and the Furious Breastplate plus 2 toughness. And if you roll a 10 to wound it, oh wow. Oh, you know what? I think this might be how our guy over here, the guy that forgot his name, how he got blinded in the first place. All right, so I think we'll do it like this. And then let's see. So she has a range of 8, but she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a little bit closer. Now, by the way, I didn't specify. When she did that second, when she used the Cat Eye Circlet, she would have been surging to do that. So there we go. All right, so next up we'll have Erronious here. Harvest that one. 9 again. All right, some more fresh acanthus. This type of stuff's going to be very important to be able to withstand the punishment the Butcher's going to be doling out. Oh wait, by the way, this isn't Erronious. This is Luke Nightkiller. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I have these red tokens here, because I just get confused sometimes with the minis since they don't have this is not wearing exactly what it says on their gear grid. All right, so he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we'll go there. Actually, he'll move 5. All right, and Ventress, we'll move her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Erronious here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so remember the Butcher is going to do 3 AI cards. So let's see what the first one is. Hugh, closest threat facing. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think he'll go after Erronious over here because he has more armor and doesn't have any irreplaceable gear. So, all right. So the Butcher moves 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, good. He's within range now of Katniss too. So, all right. So then he's going to attack now. It's normally 1 speed. Oh, now you know what though? He's only got 5 movement. He could just dash out of the way of this particular attack because the closest. So let's, yeah, you know what? He's going to have, so before, because look, right here, before the Butcher moves, there's a break there. There's a flow. So during that flow, he can dash. So he will. So let's use 1 survival. And he'll just dash to here. And the Butcher only has 5 movement, so he would get to go about that far. And that would be the end of that particular AI card. All right, so AI card number 2, closest threat facing. It's going to be him again. But now, remember, you can only use each survival action once per round. So he can't dash again. So he's going to have to take this one. All right, so... Oh my gosh, this one is crazy bad. Maybe we should have dashed out of the way of this one. So Butcher moves there. 4 speed, but the Butcher has +2 speed, so 6 speed. Now accuracy is 4+. He's got 2 evasions, so 6+. And we have, we only have 3 hits. Okay, all right. So half the hits missed. So that's good. Now we have 1 damage for each hit, but he has +2 damage, so that's 3 damage. Let's roll and see where the damage is going to happen to decide whether or not he's going to dodge any of it. All of it to the body. That's 9 damage to the body. He's definitely going to, well, yeah, we're gonna dodge one of those. So dodge 1. So that'll be 6 damage to the body. And then after damage, target is going to gain 2 bleeding tokens, which is not good because at 5 bleeding tokens, you die. Oh, you know what I forgot? He has leprosy. Reduce all damage suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. So each of those hits would have been 1 less damage. So that's 2 less damage. Okay, so there you go. All right, so 1 more AI card. Backhand. All survivors in the impact zone. So it's, again, going to be Erronious. In clockwise order, attack each survivor in the impact zone. If there are no survivors in the impact zone, menace. All right, well, there is 1. So 1 speed, so it's actually going to be 3 speed. 4+ accuracy, so 6+. Only 1 of them hits. Okay. To the body again. And after damage, he's going to suffer knockback 5 and bash. Okay, but to the body, so that is, it's 4 damage. So 3 damage because of leprosy. Wow, that's crazy. All right, but then knockback 5 and bash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bash knocks him down. Okay, that was... So you can see how quickly the Butcher can eat through your armor. But now, before anything, we're going to have Katniss, because that's the end of the Butcher's turn. So now Katniss is going to go, and she's going to fire her gloom-coated arrow. Now, this thing is 5 speed, 6+ accuracy. All right, so we've got 3 hits. Of course, we know what these 3 spots are. So actually, I think we will do this one first because currently there's nobody in the zone of death. So this reflex will do nothing. So she's going to attempt to wound the Fury's shoulder first. Her strength is 4. The gloom-coated arrow is 5, so that's 9. The Butcher's toughness is 15, so she's got to get a 6 or better. A 6. All right, there's 1 wound. All right, and then let's go ahead and do... Well, we'll do Furious Greaves next. All right, so again, a 6 or better. An 8, that's a wound. And then the reflex, full move towards the attacker. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then the Furious Breastplate is +2 toughness, so this will be 8 or better. A 5, so nothing happens there. Now, with the gloom-coated arrow, remember, each hit location is placed back on top of the hit location deck. So we'll put those back on top. She fired that bow, or no, she fired the arrow, which was cumbersome, so she used her movement as well as her attack to do that. So she... Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Shoot. Forgot about Invincible. So I'm going to roll real quick. I do it. Roll again. For an 8+ on each of those wounds, the wound will be canceled. So the first one, we're good. The second one... so the second one... so I'm actually going to... that's right, there are only 2 wounds. So we'll take the top one from the wound stack and put that back on the AI stack. So we only ended up with 1 wound out of that. That stinks. And you can see how Invincible can really start causing you some problems. But so she's going to stay there. We'll move Luke. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Luke has 11 survival. We could dash to go ahead and get into his blind spot, and I think we will. All right, so Luke's going to attack with the Twilight Sword, which is 3 speed, and the accuracy is 3+. Actually, it's anything but a 1 because Luke has 2 accuracy. There you go, so 3 hits. And of course, we know what those 3 hits are going to be. So we're going to do the Furious Shoulder last this time because both of them will end up getting hit when he spins around. So let's do that. We'll do the Furious Greaves first, and then the breastplate, and then the breastplate, and then the shoulder. So Furious Greaves. All right, so this will be... He has 2 strength, plus 9 for the weapon. Yep, so that's 11, and so a 4 or better. All right, that's a wound, but let's roll to see. 8 or better. Okay, we're good. All right, now the Furious Breastplate, so we need a 6 or better for this one. Got it. All right, but does it hold up? It does. Okay, so let's read what happens here. If the roll to wound... Oh, that's only if it's a 10. Okay. Okay, so we're fine there. So that's a wound. All right, now Furious Shoulder. So we need... what I say? We need a 4. Okay, it misses. But the reflex still happens. So all survivors in the zone of death suffer bash and knockback 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's knocked down. And 1, 2, we'll just go here. Knocked down. All right, so Ventress over here, first thing she's going to do She's got 14 survival. She's going to use 1 to encourage not Katniss, but Erronious. And remember, she has leader as a fighting art. So by encouraging him, he gets a +1 speed token until the end of the turn. Or excuse me, until the end of the round. And then she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And she's going to attempt to harvest that. 6. So it says she finds something tasty and consumes it. So she gains +1 survival. Unfortunately, not something she can feed her phantom friend, but she does get that survival back. And remember, if she can feed her phantom friend, then she'll end up gaining, I think it was +1 evasion. Yeah, she'll have +1 evasion for the fight. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't get close enough to hit him, or actually could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go ahead and, or she could come up here and try to get that. She's got a much better chance of getting something that she can consume up there with the vermin. Well, yeah, actually. So you know what? She is going to go ahead and dash, and she'll surge to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the dash. And the surge is going to be attempting to harvest the bug patch. Okay, so she did gain a vermin. I'm not even going to draw the vermin out because I want to give it to her phantom friend. And so now she has +1 evasion. So you can see right here, we'll go ahead and add that there. So she's at 5 evasion now, which is that really could be huge for her. Okay, so that was her. So the only person left is Erronious. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to go ahead and try to harvest this. Because again, having those acanthus plants, especially since he's already lost so much armor, can be very helpful. So, but he has to get the acanthus, the fresh acanthus plant, he'll have to get an 8 or better. And he didn't. He got a 2. Oh, no, that's even worse. He suffers 1 arm damage. Man, this guy, he's thinking, I wish I had never come out of retirement. All right. Well, and now he is going to attack the butcher. So he's using the whistling mace. All right. So normally he's 4 speed, or normally he's 3 speed, but he's going to be 4 because of that encouragement. That really could be a little dangerous, but here we go. He has +2 accuracy. But then he's got, so he's at 6+. By the way, I did readjust his gear grading in case I haven't mentioned it already. So he now, instead of the feather shield, has the monster tooth necklace, which is giving him +2 strength. The Lantern Helm is now making him be deaf, so that'll help protect him against any sort of intimidation and everything. But he is getting -1 accuracy for that. But then he has +2 accuracy because of the Lantern Gauntlets, and so that brings him back to 0 accuracy, because remember, he's also blinded, so he has a built-in -1 accuracy too. So he's at normal accuracy, which is 6+ for the Whistling Mace. So we only got 1 hit out of all that, which honestly might not be such a terrible thing. But of course it's the Impervious Cleaver. The attacker's heart is frozen with dread. The attacker gains +1 insanity. All right, well, I'm fine with that, even though he has the most insanity out of everybody, 19. And that attack, by the way, would have been a surge because he used his axe to try to harvest that acanthus plant unsuccessfully. So that's everybody. So first thing we have to do at the beginning of each monster turn, reshuffle the Butcher's hit location deck. All right, so this goes away. And now Butcher's turn. We've got Butcher's Roar, all non-deaf survivors. So this is where he is not affected by this. Everyone else is. All non-deaf survivors will roll a d10 for each target. On a result of 4+, suffer 1 brain damage per monster level and get knocked down. So let's roll for Katniss first. All right, she's good. That's a 3. Now let's roll for Ventress. So she suffers 3 brain damage and she's knocked down. And then roll for Luke. And he suffers 3 brain damage. He's already knocked down, so that doesn't happen. But now for Luke in particular, brain damage is going to be a serious problem because if he drops below 3, he can't use the Twilight Sword anymore. She was knocked down during this monster's turn. He was knocked down before this monster's turn, so he'll stand up. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? The monster turn isn't over yet. He's got 2 more AI cards. All right, we've got Bite, closest threat facing. All right, so facing, nobody's a threat facing, so now just closest threat, so he'll turn this way. All right, real quick, we're going to do in here, he is going to surge. So he's going to surge. That's going to be 3... 6+ for the attack. Oh, and a 1. A 1, because this thing's unwieldy, he hits himself. So that's cool. In the chest. Jesus. He's down to 1 armor on the body. All right, but now these other 2 are hits. Furious Gauntlet. Okay, or... Yep, so we'll do Furious Gauntlet first. Oh, wow, I just realized. These 2 both suffer 3 brain damage. Infectious Lunacy. When you suffer brain damage, gain Lunacy tokens equal to the damage suffered. When you have 3+ Lunacy, remove them all and suffer Frenzy brain trauma. So both of them have suffered Frenzy. So let's resolve that real quick, and then we'll come back. So first thing with Frenzy, let's resolve Luke first. So we've got gain 1d5 insanity. So that's going to be a 5. All right, so that puts Luke back up at 11. So probably not going to have to worry about him not being insane during this fight. And then he gets +1 speed, +1 strength. We're going to mark that here. +1 strength, +1 speed. Okay. So, but now he cannot spend survival. He cannot use fighting arts. All right, so now I've been looking at this, and the way I understand it, Frenzy. So Frenzy says that you may not use your weapon specialization or mastery, and all of this right here is part of the specialization for the Twilight Sword. So I think it now has regained cumbersome. It has slow, except that Frenzy allows you to ignore slow. But I think so. I don't get those +2 speed tokens anymore, and it doesn't have deadly. Again, deadly really isn't going to matter against the Butcher. So I think that all of that is gone. So basically what we're working with now is the Twilight Sword has cumbersome. It doesn't have those speed tokens, but I'll be gaining speed tokens from every time I Frenzy. So I think that's kind of where we're at now. So it'll be a weapon with 2 speed currently. Yeah, okay. So that was him. So now we got a Frenzy Ventress. She's going to gain 5. So Ventress gains 5 insanity. Okay. And +1 speed, +1 strength. Okay, so now we got that Frenzy dealt with. The real issue here is going to be not being able to use survival. That's going to be a huge pain. But now we've got this surge that we were dealing with. Okay, so Furious Gauntlet. Where's he at? He has 7 strength right now, plus the 3 from the Whistling Mace, plus the mace is sharp. So, okay, so this is going to wound on anything but a 1. There we go. That's a wound. Oh, but let's roll an 8. So the wound fails. Unbelievable. And I wonder if that happens as a result. Because technically, I think because the wound fails. So the attacker locks eyes with the Savage Horror underneath the Butcher's mask. Turn to face the attacker and intimidate. Roll 1d10. On a result of 5+, the attacker suffers 1 brain damage per monster level. Okay, so we're fine there. And now for the Furious Crown, anything but a 1. That's a wound. And does the wound stick? It does. Okay, so got 1 wound out of that. All right, and reflex. The butcher lashes out wildly, clearing a path for itself. All survivors adjacent to the butcher suffer bash. And then full move towards the furthest survivor, which pretty sure is Ventress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now remember, that was a surge based off of bite. So he's still the target. So because the target doesn't change, so the butcher is going to come back, and we'll have him just like that. All right, so speed is going to be 4. Accuracy 4+. He's got 2 of it, 6+. All of them hit. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. So, oh wait, after hit, there's no damage there. Was this target suffers 1 random? Oh, okay. So this is just, so none of this happens. All I need to get is 1 hit here. So target suffers 1 random severe head injury. We'll use the Dried Acanthus to ignore the severe injury and archive this card. So that, okay, so 1 more AI card. We've got Kick. Closest threat facing. There are no threats. Closest threat. There are no threats. So no target. Menace. Menace. Turn the butcher to face the closest survivor, which he already is. The survivor suffers 1 brain damage per monster level. Which, so here we go. So he's going to take 3 brain damage. Then he's going to frenzy. So he gains 4 insanity and +1 speed, +1 strength. So that's the butcher's turn. Let's see. I can't remember. He fell down before the butcher's turn. Ventress got knocked down because of getting intimidated during the butcher's turn. And Katniss fell down prior to. All right. So first thing we're going to do is Katniss is going to look at the top 3 hit location cards. Katniss, by the way, is the only one that currently can use survival and fighting arts. She's the only one that hasn't frenzied. So here are the top 3. Furious Scrag, Deathblow. That's cool. That'd be awesome if we got to pull that off. I've only done it once in all the games I've played. Furious Bellow. Unless survivor's death or is 3+ courage, they suffer brain damage equal to monster's level. Furious Gut. Oh yeah, let's put it on top. Okay. All right. So let's have Katniss is going. So that was her act. She's going to use survival to. Hold on. Let's think about this. No, that what she just did was not her act. That was she was using a surge to use the cat eye circlet. She's going to use another survival to encourage him and have him stand up. He is now going to take his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back here into the blind spot. Let's see. Erronious is at +1 speed. So this will be a 4 speed attack. We need 6+, 5+ because he's in the blind spot. 3 hits, okay. Which is good because we know what the first 3 wound cards are. All right, and so we definitely will do these in the order that we put them on there. So the first thing we're going to try to hit is the Furious Gut. So he has 8 strength +3 from the Whistling Mace. Oh, by the way, I just realized he hit himself again with a mace. What in the world? He suffers a wound to his leg. All right. So anyway, 3 + 8 is 11. And then the mace is sharp because of the armor. So anything but a 1 will be a wound. There we go, a wound. Okay, so on a wound, the Butcher is knocked down. All survivors gain +1 courage. So let's see about this. So his courage is already maxed out. Katniss goes to 3. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Hold on. Luke is at 5, and Ventress is at 6. All right, so let's go back to Katniss real quick because she just hit bold. Wait. Hold on. We got to make sure this wound sticks. Otherwise, it's a failure. Okay, the wound sticks. That's good. All right, so in a single moment, your perspective changes profoundly. This is Katniss we're talking about here. In the showdown phase, the essential difference between man and monster is a gap no human can overcome. You accept this and tap into a deep well of deranged fortitude. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. Stalwart. Ignore being knocked down by brain trauma. Oh, you know what? Who had that? Hold on. Somebody's got that already. Erronious. So I need to remember. So Erronious has Stalwart, so he cannot be knocked down by brain trauma. We got to remember that. Let's see if anybody else has it. Keep in mind, that's not a fighting art. It's an ability, so it's not affected by frenzy. Okay, so just Erronious, and now Katniss also. Katniss has Stalwart. There you go, so you can see right there. Okay, and now we roll 1d10. A 1, okay. +1 strength token, so this is just temporary for the fight. But it's still something. So next up, we've got Death Blow. Now keep in mind, by the way, he's not going to stay, the Butcher's not going to stay knocked down because of Indomitable. Whenever the monster attacks or is attacked, it stands at the end of that attack. All right, so I think that I don't think he'll stand at the end of this attack. I think I'll get one more attack on him. And at the end of that attack, because this attack's already ongoing. So at the end of the next attack, I'm pretty sure he will stand. Okay, so anyway, Death Blow. Death Blow itself only matters if I kill him with that wound. But obviously I've got plenty of wounds left to go, so this one's not going to kill him. But we've got, let's see, where are we at? Oh yeah, so that's, okay, so anything but a 1 will wound. There we go. And see, this is the one with a critical on it as well. But that's a wound, assuming that it sticks. And that was close, but it did stick, okay? All right, let's look at that crit real quick just so you can see what it does. It's pretty cool. If I remember, the Butcher is shocked. You may gain the Mighty, so you get Mighty Strike, which, by the way, remember how Erronious has Mighty Strike? He gained it, I'm pretty sure, in this fight as well. So this is like a grudge match. That's why he came out of retirement. Okay, the cool thing with Kingdom Death, I've said it before, like, this game seems to have an actual intelligence to it. Like, the game itself has an intelligence because if you go back, you can, I've got a whole Twitter post about something that happened at Mace. I call it MaceCon. It's really just called Mace when I started this campaign. But, and maybe I'll go into it at some point in a video later, but he got blinded by the Butcher. He gained Mighty Strike by critting the Furious Scrag. And now, immediately before this fight, like it had to happen right before this fight in the settlement phase, an event occurred that brought him, he's my only retired survivor, brought him out of retirement and in order to fight the level 3 Butcher. And all this stuff that happened with him initially was against the level 1 Butcher. It's just crazy how stuff like that lines up in the game. All right, so finally, Furious Bellow. Now he's knocked down, so that reflex won't happen. So let's sharp. Okay, so anything but a 1 will wound. Okay, it's a wound. Assuming we're good, it's a wound. So we just got 3 wounds right there. Normally I would have him surge. Obviously that he can't surge because of frenzy. I think I can't stand her up. Because Katniss has already used her Encourage. Katniss attacks with speed 1, right? Yeah. So we'll have him come in 1, 2, 3, 4, or actually here, because remember the Butcher is standing. The Butcher's taking up those 4 spaces. So okay. So he's gonna attack. That's Luke. He's got 1 extra speed, so he's got 2 speed with the Twilight Sword. And accuracy is anything but a 1. 2 hits. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. All right, well, he gains 2. Jesus. Gains 2 insanity. Oh, what am I talking about? The hits would have been on a 3+, regardless, because he's knocked down. All right, and so now Katniss, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's fine where she is, so she will fire that bow. And her accuracy says 6+. Yep, 6+. No, I'm sorry, 3+ because he's knocked down. Okay, so we get a hit. Oh wait, no. He stood up at the end of of Luke's attack because of Indomitable. So it didn't need to be a 6+. We're still good. Butcher's Mask. All right, so strength 9 plus Katniss has strength 5. That's 14, so anything but a 1. A 3. Let's make sure that wound sticks. It does. All right, so the blow shocks the Butcher, knocking it off balance. The Butcher staggers, gaining -2 toughness until the end of the round. Well, we're at the end of the round, but still kind of cool. So now it's going to be the Butcher's turn here. Just so you know, he starts with 21 AI cards, so 22 wounds. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds on him so far. So we've got to wound him 14 more times. Oh, real quick, who? Oh, no, she has the Perfect Slayer. Okay, we really need to get that in there because that thing counts for 3 wounds every time it hits him. She just hasn't gotten close to him yet. So Butcher's turn. Shuffle his hit location deck. All right, so we've got the first of 3 AI cards coming here for the Butcher. Devour Lantern. Well, that doesn't sound good. Closest threat facing. All right, so closest threat facing is going to be Katniss. Let's see. Target is doomed, so she can't use... See, she's the one person that can use survival, but she's doomed, so now she cannot. Move and attack. Well, I don't think he can reach her because he's move 5. So move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, he can't reach her. So fortunately, we're good. But because that, let's see, what would this have done? Speed 2, 1 damage. So really, speed 4, 3 damage. After damage, target loses their lantern. They gain -3 accuracy tokens and lose all survival. If this is the last remaining survivor, they die. Wow. All right, number 2. Infinite Kick, closest threat facing. Oh, man, he is coming after her. All right, so coming after Katniss again. All right, move and attack. Well, let's see now. I think she might dash. Can she get away? She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. He can still get her 5. There she goes. Yeah, she can't get away. She might just have to stand and take this. How much? She has 4 survival. All right, yeah, she's just gonna stand and take this. So move and attack. So he's gonna move here and attack. So it's gonna be 4 speed. 4+ accuracy. She has 1 evasion, so 5+. And we've got 3 hits. This will be 3 damage. Head, waist, and arms. She'll take all of that because she's got plenty of armor of those spots. Head, 1, 2, 3. Waist, 1, 2, 3. Arms, 1, 2, 3. And then after damage, the target suffers knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gains the priority target token. Then we draw another AI card. So this AI card is not AI card number 3. It's the one that goes for this Infinite Kick. And by the way, this is called Infinite Kick because if if this were the final card in the AI deck, then he would just start kicking you to death, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So that's by design now. All right, so here is the additional AI card for that. A mood, Lantern Frenzy. When Lantern Frenzy comes into play, a random survivor gains the priority target token. It cannot be removed for any reason. Okay, so she's going to lose that priority target token, but now we have to give it to somebody else. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, we got to roll out again. 1. Oh, well, we've been wanting to get Ventress into the fight, so here we go. Now, she cannot lose this priority target token for any reason, it says. Draw an AI card. While Lantern Frenzy is in play, the Butcher gains +2 movement and +1 speed. At any time, the survivor with the priority target token may sacrifice themselves and lead the Butcher away. They perish, and the gear is archived. In the showdown, immediately skip the aftermath. Discard Lantern Frenzy if the survivor with the priority target token is killed. Yeah, I'm not doing that because she's got the perfect Slayer, and if she were to lead the Butcher away, then I would lose the perfect Slayer. All right, so now I got to draw an AI card for that mood, Lantern Frenzy. Another mood. When this comes into play, draw an AI card. Oh boy. He is leveling up right now. Light Radius. So everything around the Butcher. When a survivor ends their act in the light radius, they gain -1 strength token. At the end of each monster turn, place a token on Forbidden Light. Each time the survivor ends their act? Oh my gosh. At the end of each monster turn, place a token on Forbidden Light. If Forbidden Light has 5+ tokens, discard it, and all -1 strength tokens, okay, gained from Forbidden Light. Okay, I see. All right. Wow. So this is the AI card for Forbidden Light. Another mood. What is happening? When Embrace Pain comes into play, draw a AI card. When the Butcher is wounded, place 1 token on this card. At the start of each monster turn, if Embrace Pain has 2+ tokens, remove all tokens and perform basic action. Good God. I really wish I had not gotten rid of Hunter's Whip, or of the Hunter Whip now, because those are absolutely killer. Okay. This is the AI card for Embrace Pain. Thank God it's not another mood. Pick target. Closest threat facing. So it's going to be Katniss again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We've got the priority target token over here, so it has to be Ventress. Move and attack. He's at 7 movement right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, nothing else because he doesn't get close enough. All right, and this is AI card number 3. Gaze of Truth. Closest threat facing, so it's going to be Erronious down here. Move and Intimidate. The Butcher looms over the target mere inches from their face. All right, so move and Intimidate. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the Butcher is adjacent to the target, roll 1d10. On a result of 3+. Yep. On a result of 3+, target suffers brain damage equal to the monster's level and is knocked down. So, knocked down. 3 brain damage. 1, 2, 3. But remember, that's going to frenzy him. But let's finish this first. Gains +2 understanding and gains a random disorder. Oh, okay. So, we have insight is going to happen. But then a random disorder. Weak spot. When you gain this disorder, roll a random hit location and record it. You cannot depart unless you have armor at this hit location. Okay. Well, let's see. Not really going to be an issue because he's actually retired. His head. Okay. Oh, but and now he's frenzied, so let's do that real quick. So basically the only thing we really need to do is, so he gains 1. And he gets an additional strength and speed. right, so by the way, we've gone through the entire monster AI deck now. Those moods, while they are in play and they're going to be causing me a lot of problems, keep in mind that they also now are out of the AI deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards are in the AI deck right now. All right, so she's going to stand up. I think the first thing we'll do, since he is right here adjacent, is we'll have Katniss encourage him. So she's down to 3 survival. He stands up. Katniss is also going to surge. All right. And use the Cat Eye Circlet. All right, Fury's Crown, Fury's Breastplate, and Fury's Gauntlet. Yeah, we'll do it in that order. All right, now he will attack. Well, actually, let's go on and might as well get in the blind spot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, can't get in the blind spot. All right, so he's gonna attack the butcher. It's gonna be, what's he at? He's at 2 speed, so 5 speed is what he's going to attack with. And his accuracy is 6. So 2 hits. All right, so we know that's going to be, we'll go with Furious Gauntlet first. All right, now he's got 9 strength plus the 3 from the Whistling Mace. That's 12 plus, there we go. So that puts him at plenty. So anything but a 1 will wound. Got a 9, so definitely a wound, but now does it stick? It does, all right. All right, and then the Furious Breastplate. Let's see, so anything but a 1. You got it. Does it stick? It does. And then we also have to, no, we're good. Okay. Oh, well, even with the +2 toughness, we were still good there. Okay. Now he ended his act adjacent. So that's a -1 strength token. Now let's get Ventress in there finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Perfect Slayer. Ventress's first attack of the fight, which is just crazy to me. So that's going to be 4 speed. Yep, 4 speed. She has 3 built-in accuracy, and then the Perfect Slayer starts at 6+, and then she's got 1 more accuracy for using a sword. So basically anything but a 1 is going to be a hit here. And we roll 3 1s. What is happening? Okay, so we know that is the Furious Crown. Now for strength, it's got 14, so it's anything but a 1. Oh my goodness. I just realized she can't move that far. I didn't see this before. The Perfect Slayer has -2 movement? How did I not see that before? She can't even reach him. So she would have been 2 away. We'll say there. Oh my gosh. How did I not see that before? Yeah, and without being able to surge, that's really going to hamper. Okay, so she didn't do this. Fortunately, we already knew what that hit location was going to be. She's just getting closer. She still isn't actually hitting him. She has the priority target token, so fortunately, she's going to get in the fight here. Well, that sucks. Okay, so let's go down here with Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blind spot. All right, so he has 2 speed. Anything but a 1 will be a hit. 2 hits. Furious Bellow. All right, he does have 3+ courage, so that's not going to affect him. So we'll do Furious Bellow first. Oh, by the way, at the end of her act, she gets to move one additional space, so we'll move her here. That's because of the leather boots that she's wearing. All right, so he's attacking. Right, yeah. Furious Bellow is what he's hitting. He has 9, 12 strength. So anything, but we said he has cumbersome again, doesn't he? All right, so we're saying that because he can't use his specialization, the Twilight Sword has cumbersome. So he actually would have to be using Tooth and Nail right now, or Fist and Tooth. So he would have what he rolled would have only gotten him 1 hit. So that means this is what he's hitting with. And now his strength is 3. This is really throwing me off, all this frenzy and stuff. His strength is 3. So the only way he can wound him is with a 10. And he didn't get it. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Katniss is just within range. So she will fire the bow. She's only got 1 speed, 6 plus accuracy. Nothing. All right. So, oh, and he's got -1 strength token now. Oh man, that was not a good round for us. All right, here we go. Butcher reshuffles his hit location deck. All right, AI card number 1. Bite. Closest threat facing Erronious. Speed 2, accuracy 4 plus. All right, Erronious has 2 evasion, so 6 plus. And it's going to be 5 speed. 1, 2, 3. So 3 hit. But remember, this is just if any of them hit, then target suffers 1 random severe head injury. Okay. And Erronious, I believe, is the one. Yes, he is. -2 to severe injury rolls. Oh boy. Woo! So an 8. All right. 8 to the head. Concussion. Your brain is scrambled like an egg. Gain a random disorder. Gain 1 bleeding token. I need to heal up some of those bleeding tokens off of Erronious, and he gets a random disorder. Absent seizures. The first time you would suffer brain trauma each showdown, you are instead knocked down and forget a fighting art. All right, well, fortunately that won't affect him in this fight. That's number 1. Hugh, closest threat facing. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? No, I'm sorry. That would not have happened. That would not have happened to him. That would have happened to her. Priority target. Okay, to Ventress. So Ventress would have gotten, she would have rolled a 10 actually, because she doesn't have leprosy. So she'd roll a 10. Destroyed tooth. If you have 3 plus courage, which she does, she has 6. You boldly spit the tooth out and gain +2 insanity. Otherwise, the blow sends you sprawling and you're knocked down. All right, so she gets +2 insanity. 1, 2. Okay. All right. And now, remember, normally the priority target token goes away after you're targeted, but she can't lose it for any reason because of Lantern Frenzy. All right. So Hugh, again, she's the target. So move and attack. It'll be 4 speed, 3 plus accuracy, and she has 5 evasion. So 8 plus. 2 hit. Tell you what, we couldn't have picked a better person to have that token, though, the priority target token, since she has such high evasion. All right, so 2 hit. Waist and legs. What does it say? 3 damage. So 5 damage to her waist and legs. Man, I really wish we could dodge right now. Waist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After damage, bleed 1. Target gains 1 bleeding token, and bash. Target's knocked down, but she has leather armor set, so bash does not affect her, but she does gain 1 bleeding token. So that was AI card number 2. And number 3, Infinite Kick. Closest threat, well, okay, we know who it is. Move and attack speed will be 5. Accuracy is 9+. They all miss. Fantastic. All right, but then we do have to draw another AI card. Double hack. All right, so we've got speed is 7. Good God. Speed 7, accuracy 9+. All right, there's 1. So out of all that, only one of them hits. Thank God. To the body. So, and its damage is 1 plus, so 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. After damage, bleed 2. Target gains 2 bleeding tokens. We definitely need to get her bleeding tokens taken care of right away. She's at 3 now. But that is the end of his turn. Okay, so first things first. Luke has the bandages. He's going to go. He'll move here. No, he'll move here. By the way, Forbidden Light now has 2 tokens on it. Once we get to 5, we get to get rid of Forbidden Light, and all these -1 strength tokens go away. Okay, so Luke moved there. He's going to use the bandages to get rid of 2 of her bleeding tokens. So she's down to 1 bleeding token now. All right, so now where was Luke? He was here. He'll actually, yeah, he'll go here to do that. That way he's out of her way, and then she will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the blind spot. Oh, by the way, Katniss is surging to use the Cat Eye Circle. The reason she's surging is so that she can use her actual move and activation to fire her bow. But Katniss is surging to use the Cat Eye Circlet. Oh, are you kidding me? 2 impervious right there. And then a thick cape. The Butcher's Cape is reflex roll 1d10. If the result is greater than their courage, they suffer brain damage. Okay, so we'll put these. We'll put the cleavers on top, and I'm going to try to have. Let's don't have her move yet. She was right here. All right, so she won't move yet. All right, so Katniss uses the Cat Eye Circlet. All right, so Cleaver's going to be on top. I want to have him attack to try to get rid of those. Or maybe even Katniss attack to get rid of one of them. Yeah, all right. So Katniss is going to attack first. What is it? She has, all right, so 6+. Nope, nothing. Okay. So then he will move here and attack. Let's see, Erronious has 2 extra speed. So 5 speed, 5+ accuracy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 hits. All right, well, let's deal with the impervious ones first, and then we'll come back and check out these others. So his strength, 8, plus 3 from the mace is 11. All right, so anything but a 1. Oh, wait, it's impervious. It doesn't matter. So he can't even wound it, so I don't have to roll. So basically gains 1 insanity and gains another insanity. So that puts him at 20. Now, out of these 2, we'll definitely go with this one first. All right, so thick cape. So let's see, for sharp, so 1 extra strength plus 4 or plus 3 plus 8, that's 12. So a 3 or better will wound. It wounded, does it stick? It does, okay. Which also means now Embrace Pain has 2 tokens on it. So at the start of the Butcher's next turn, he's going to do a basic action to begin with. Attacker rolls 1d10 as the reflex for Thick Cape. If the result is greater than their courage, his courage is 9, so hopefully it's not. Of course it is. Of course it is. They suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. So 1, 2, 3 down to 17. But of course that frenzies him again. So he's going to gain 5 insanity and gain +1 strength, +1 speed. All right, but now we've got Furious Shoulder. Ugh. Okay, let's see. So for the sharp, 9. So anything but a 1 will wound. 8, does it stick? It does not. He ignores the wound. The wound fails. All right, but then we do the reflex. So he spins violently. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She ignores bash, though. She's not knocked down. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down here, he's on the edge of the board now. And he is knocked down. And I think that's everybody. Because, yeah, that's everybody. Okay, so new monster turn. Shuffle the hit location deck. First things first, Embrace Pain has 2 tokens on it because he suffered 2 wounds since he got it. And that means that the basic action is going to happen first. Basic action. So we know he's still targeting Ventress. Oh, you know what? Real quick, before the end of the Survivor turn, because you can trade not items in your gear grid, but like for instance the Fresh Acanthus. They can trade it. Katniss has Fresh Acanthus. She's going to give that to Ventress, who's going to immediately use it. And Ventress will use it, or actually no, she's not going to yet. Body's the most likely to be rolled because it has 2 faces on the d6. The other 2 are in pretty bad shape. And you know what? She still has Dried Acanthus, so we're going to wait. She's going to hold on to the Fresh Acanthus, and she has Dried Acanthus to protect her against severe injuries. So, yeah. So she's just going to hold on to that Fresh Acanthus. All right, so now back to the Butcher. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And we've got 2 speed, so it's really 5 speed. 4 plus accuracy, so it's 9 accuracy. And what is that? 2 of them hit. Butcher's rolling really high. All right. We've got waist and body. What is this? 3 damage. So waist, 1, 2, 3. Body, 1, 2, 3. All right, she is going to go ahead and use the Fresh Acanthus now to get her waist back up to 7 armor and heal that. Okay. So the Fresh Acanthus is gone. However, Luke still has the Fresh Acanthus, so he's going to get over there to her and give her his in a minute. Oh, but what does it say? After damage, target gains 1 bleed token. So she's at 2 bleed tokens now. Luke's also going to come over and use the bandages again, if she can survive this round of attacks, because everything's coming at her. All right, first AI card. Backhand. All survivors in the impact zone, which is just Ventress. In clockwise order, attack each survivor. Yep, so just Ventress. Speed 3, so speed 4. 9 plus. They all miss. Fantastic. So that was 1. Here's 2. Hack. Close. Well, okay, so Ventress, speed 5, 9 plus. 1 hits, okay. 1 hits, and it hits her legs, of course, for 3 damage. The worst part about this is look at all the survival she can't use because of Frenzy. After damage, bleed 1. She's at 3 bleeding. And see, if he hadn't used the bandages, she'd be dead right now without ever landing a single shot on the Butcher. All right, here's number 3. Gaze of Truth. All right, so we've got, if the Butcher is adjacent to the target, which he is, roll a d10. On a 3+, target suffers brain damage equal to the monster's level. So she gets 3 brain damage, 1, 2, 3. But then, of course, she frenzies. So she gains 1. And that's +1 strength, +1 speed. That speed's going to start getting us in trouble soon. All right. And is knocked down. Oh, we forgot to do somebody. Was it her? Who? I think it was her. No, who was it? Somebody. Was it Erronious? Yeah, we gotta do insight for Erronious here. But real quick, let's go back to Ventress so we don't forget her. We gotta do it for her too. She just gained 2 understanding, so she gets insight as well. So we'll do that right now after I finish this. She also gets a random disorder. Honorable. You cannot attack a monster from its blind spot or if it is knocked down. That's great. Okay. Real quick, let's do insight. All right, we're going to do it for Erronious first since he was the first one to get it. In a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. Select the epiphany corresponding to the game phase. We're in the showdown phase. A survivor may only gain these benefits once a lifetime. Watching the chaotic movements of monsters, so this really applies to both of them. Watching the chaotic movements of monsters, you perceive a pattern. Perhaps its motives are not so different than your own. From your own. You can imagine yourself in the monster's place. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. So analyze. At the start of the survivor's turn, if you are adjacent to the monster, reveal the top AI card, then place it back on top of the deck. So I got to remember to do this. And so Ventress is going to get that as well. Okay. Now, 1d10, let's roll it for Erronious first. 1. Ignore the next severe injury this showdown. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to put this Endeavor token out there to remind me that for him. Okay. And now for Ventress. 3. Same thing. Nice. Okay. That's actually, considering who we're fighting, I'm pretty happy with that. Because what good is extra accuracy if you're going to be dead? Because now, basically, since she's carrying Katniss, she gets to ignore her first 2 severe injuries. And Gaze of Truth was the 3rd AI card for him. So that is the end of his turn. Go back to survivors. She was knocked down during that, right? Pretty positive. So she doesn't stand up, but Katniss does still have a little bit of survival. So Katniss will use survival to have her stand up. And Katniss will use her final survival to use the Cat Eye Circlet. We've got the Cleaver, the Furious Scrag, and the Furious Crown. Definitely have this first because Bash will not affect Ventress, then the Scrag, and then the Cleaver. Oh, by the way, he was knocked down, so he'll stand up. He's way down here, so he probably is not going to get into this fight this round. All right, so Ventress is attacking. She has +2 speed. Oh no, yeah. So the Perfect Slayer does have slow, but she's frenzied, so she ignores slow, which means she has 5 speed, which, again, can be dangerous. And she's got 3 additional accuracy, so 3+. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect hit. Does she do anything with perfect hits? I think no. I don't think so. No. Okay. So what did we say? We said 4 hits? Yeah, 4 hits. Now, my experience with we know what these 3 are, right? My experience with King of Death says here on my first really good shot by Ventress, when she hasn't taken any and she has a weapon with Devastating 2, this is going to be the trap. Whew. Okay. Fortunately not. All right. We definitely do this first. All right, so we'll get the Cleaver out of the way. No need to even roll for that. That's +1 insanity. Puts her at 10. So now we'll do Butcher's Mask first. So Perfect Slayer. So anything but a 1. All right. Oh man, now I wish I had done Furious Scrag. Anyway, so that is a wound. Let's see if it sticks. It does stick. So not only is that a wound, that is 3 wounds because the Perfect Slayer has Devastating 2. So we actually take 3 cards off the AI deck. That means the Butcher only has 4 cards left in the AI deck. Wound. The blow shocks the Butcher, knocking it off balance. The Butcher staggers, gaining -2 toughness until the end of the round. Wow. By the way, yo, I just realized something. I could kill him right now. Now, I mean, I got to do 2 more wounds. But if I wound him twice with her, he's dead. Oh my goodness. I might be able to get Death Blow on the level 3 Butcher. Holy. Okay, so that means we're doing Furious Crown next. All right. Anything but a 1 is a wound. Okay. Does it stick? It does. That's 3 more wounds. All right. That means he has 1 AI card left. Oh, okay. Because remember, oh, wait. Then he moves away. Oh, I didn't think. Oh, man. He's going to move. I can't. Oh, that sucks. I can't do it. So, okay. So I wouldn't. I would do it in this order. That would have been the Fury Scrag that I was hitting then because he's going to. I forgot that he actually full moves towards the furthest survivor. I was thinking all I did was bash her. She's not affected by bash. Okay, so I'm not going to do the Death Blow. I am going to be able to kill him, though, as long as I can wound him here. But so, just so you know how a Death Blow would work, if I did kill him with this, if the Butcher is killed at this hit location, it is beheaded. Curiously, its lifeless body remains standing. The survivors rejoice, and the moment changes them forever. Each survivor may select either +1 permanent evasion or +1 accuracy. Add +2 to the result of your roll on the Butcher's rewards in the aftermath. So you get all this kind of cool stuff there. Anyway, so that was a Fury Scrag I just wounded. All right, so now if I wound this, he dies. Of course I don't. Does anybody have a reroll available? Reroll not available. Ventures's is gone. Nope. All right, so now he's going to move towards the farthest survivor, which is this guy down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe he can let me. Oh, wait, this is kind of even better. Maybe this guy can come get his final revenge. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come up on his side here. Oh, by the way, I just realized something. Check this out. So that's his last name's Erronious, right? All right. Ventress Erronious. That means she actually is a direct lineage from him. So this is a family affair. Ventress just set him up for the killing blow here. There's only 1 AI card left in the deck. So he is, what's he rolling? His speed is going to be 6. This is super dangerous. We're going deep into the hit location deck here potentially. 6 speed, 6 accuracy. 1, 2, 3. There's a perfect hit. Perfect hit will lets me reveal the next AI card, which is Bite. All right, so Bite. Basically, the Butcher, if I don't wound him here, while this AI card's in his deck, he's just going to continuously. He would do 3 severe head injuries basically on his next turn, assuming he hits every time. All right, so we've got 3 hits, right? Yeah. Yep, 6+. There's 3 hits. All right, so failure. The chance of failure is fairly, let's see, 3, 12. Chance of failure is fairly slight. This one has basically no reflex at all, though. So, or no reaction because he's already fully adjacent. So we'll definitely do Furious Greaves first. All right, so he's at 12 strength right now. Let's roll for sharp. So anything but a 1 will be a wound. 3, so it is a wound. Does it stick? It does. The Butcher has no AI cards left. That makes this the killing blow. What happens with failure? That would be a basic action. This is just brain damage, so we'll do the Furious Gauntlet. All right, check for strength. Okay, so anything but a 1. Oh, wait. Yeah, anything but a 1. Okay, does it stick? It does. That's it. We killed the Butcher. Level 3 without a single death. Wow. Aftermath, victory. The Butcher is an inspiration. Any victorious survivor may immediately select axe weapon proficiency regardless of age milestones. Do I want to do that? Ventress is actually really young. She's a sword master though. So no, I don't think I want to do that. Katniss is XP 9. Luke's young, but he's going to run away soon with the Twilight Sword anyway, and he's got the Twilight Sword, so we don't want to use an axe for him. So no, nobody's gonna change over. Okay, level 1 plus, so +1 hunt XP. Well, again, Erronious here is maxed out on hunt XP because he's retired. So Katniss gets +1. Oh, that's an age milestone. That's the third one. Enhanced senses. Experience sharpens your instincts. Roll on the table below. Oh, 2d10. So 15. Oh wait, no, that was first one was a 3, wasn't it? Okay, so 11. Same thing. Gain 1 random fighting art for Katniss. Tough. All right. So now, oh wait, we got to finish adding the XP for everybody. There's 1 for Luke, and 1 for Ventress. +1 weapon proficiency or +1 monster level axe proficiency. Well, let's see here. So Ventress definitely, well, she's maxed out already for sword. Luke gets 1. So 1 more and he's going to retire. So I got him for 1 more fight basically. Katniss, did she wound with the bow? I don't believe she did. So she's not going to get anything. And then he's maxed out as well. Okay. Rewards. So we need to roll a d10 and add the Butcher's level to the result. So 7. Butcher's Cleaver, rare gear, and 1 broken lantern resource. So there's the broken lantern. Now the Butcher's Cleaver, I've never had that, at least maybe in my very first campaign, but it's been a long time. So here we go. 2 speed, 5+ accuracy, 5 strength. It is an axe. Paired. So if I had managed to get it twice from the Butcher, I could use it as paired. Sentient must be insane to activate. Irreplaceable when you die. Archive this. So this is actually a fairly mundane card at this point compared to some of the stuff I have. But I don't know. Could be good. I mean, compared to like even some of the axes I can build right now, it's not that great. But paired, it would be fantastic, or at least pretty cool. It'd be very, very. I don't know. We'll see. I might find a use for it. And finally, when a level 3 Butcher is defeated, roll 1d10. On a result of 4+. Yes, okay. On a result of 4+, nominate a survivor. The survivor cuts off their own face and fashions it into a mask. Jeez. Gain the Forsaker mask rare gear. You may gain this benefit once per campaign. If the settlement has Memento Mori, which we don't, they gain the Forsaker mask without rolling. Forsaker mask, 2 armor, item, mask, metal, other. Unique, irreplaceable accessory. During the aftermath, you run off into the darkness, never be seen again. During the setup phase, you may archive this item to build the mask. So I think this means, it says during the aftermath, but I would think that would be an aftermath that I fought in, right? So for now, I can take it back to the settlement, and then during the settlement phase, I can archive it to gain the mask maker location, which I obviously would do because I'm not going to use it. That's got to be what that means. So there we go. I managed to pull this one off, which I cannot believe. I really thought this guy was going to possibly be a huge roadblock in my Kingdom Death Monster campaign, but now I've got one more I've got one more hunt, and then I'll be fighting the Watcher, and so we'll see what happens there. I will record the Watcher, and I'll record the Gold Smoke Knight, both of them coming up. I'll record both of those so that y'all can see them. For anybody who's playing Kingdom Death and is really curious how I managed to get enough iron for the Perfect Slayer as well as a full Lantern set, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, that'd be really fantastic if I could get that. Mining is the key. As early as I could in my campaign, I got a pickaxe and a sickle, and then also started carrying a whip, because those three things help with the mining story event. The pickaxe actually allows you to do the mining story event at all, and then the sickle and the whip also help with that story event. And twice I've managed to make it all the way to the bottom level of the mining story event, and I think I want to say somewhere between 12 and 20 iron have I gotten from that story event, or I guess that's how much I've gotten total throughout. I'm trying to remember exactly how much. I've gotten a bunch from just the mining story event, so it's definitely worth doing. I know it takes up 3 spots in your gear grid to carry that stuff, but when you carry the sickle, you also get the herb gathering event, which has some good stuff too. So thank you again for watching. This is the gear grid unconstructed that I'm going to be giving away. In the video that I give it away, I will actually have one of them constructed to show you. I've had something similar before that I've given away on the channel. This one is updated with some magnets and other stuff, so I'm very excited to put that together and then give them away. Like I said, the only reason I don't use them myself is because I use the Scribe app to keep track of everything. But if I was playing with multiple people most of the time, I think having something like this would be very useful. Okay, thanks again for watching, and until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.